good. I don't know if I honestly be able to do that. Because
I'm right
for the rest of my life, I have to deal with the
you.
side effects of what my daughter has to go through. The mental aspect. What if I touch my daughter, she's scared to touch me, and I'm a father because what another man did to her, another stranger.
Right.
Psychologically, that ruins people for the rest of their lives.
It do.
You know? And that's why I say, honestly don't know. I know it's spiritually right that I do it, Pat.
Right.
But the humanistic side of me is like, Mike, honestly, maybe I can forgive somebody in a drunk driving accident. Maybe I can.
Yeah.
But something that deep, man.
And
that's I guess that's where my spirituality hasn't grown so much yet. To be honest with you, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Just to keep it real with y'all.
Now check it out. We all, from a human standpoint, we all deal with it the same way. It doesn't matter if you're a pastor or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Like from a humanized standpoint, give you an illustration from the book. Christ say, if somebody strikes you on one cheek, turn the other. You feel me? You know how we grew up.
Yeah.
We don't get down like that.
Yeah, of course.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
son, you not going to. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
The reality of it is, the human side of it, you gonna want to attack. No matter how peaceable you think you are. Like somebody just hit you, your flesh gonna want to rumble, bro. Let's go rumble. But once again, the higher nature of yourself, your soul, that's the higher nature. If you living in your soul, you're not gonna want to do it.
But can I live with my soul later? Can I attack first? Let me attack first, and then I'll deal with my soul later, St. Pat.
Oh man, that's good though. I ain't never heard. Nobody never put it to me like that. But yo, that from that angle, what you're saying, with only thing that's going to do is going to be a ripple effect.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a ripple effect because the person who hit you, once you jump on him, then what he's going to do, he's going to try to jump back on you.
So it's going to be,
and it's going to
every
be
time you see each other.
Every time. So it's like you're going to jump out of your soul, and then he's going to jump out of his soul. But God is looking for who's going to stay in his soul, though.
That's real.
Can you stay in your soul? Can you stay in the higher? You know, it's like when you driving, this probably happened to all of us before. You driving on the road, right? Somebody give you the finger. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of like, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? However, like, when you pulled up at a red light, you didn't jump out on them. Or did you jump out on them? You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't jump out on them. You kind of like let them, like, all right, you know, whatever the case may be. And so these are the things that we deal with in everyday life. Like this is
St. Pat, look at what you trying to get me to do. Okay, watch this. I'm gonna tell you the difference, right?
Let's go.
You showing me, okay, if I'm driving in the lane and somebody jump in front of me, I'm gonna be mad for a second. St. Pat.
Right.
5 minutes, I ain't even gonna remember that.
Right.
Look at this Trayvon Martin situation.
Talk about it.
They killed the young man. Right. Shout out to Trayvon Martin.
Right.
Your boy, not your boy, but Zimmerman out here still living his life, and not only that, he's making a mockery out of what he did. Am I supposed to forget that, St. Pat? This man still living. He got his life, St. Pat. He still got his life. He on TV trying to do celebrity boxing off the fame that he got from murdering an innocent child. And you want me to forgive that man?
That's tough.
That is tough. Now, if okay, let's just put it like this: if you saw Zimmerman one day face to face, what would you do? Honestly.
I mean, he wouldn't do nothing because that's not.
But
I mean,
if Trayvon was his son, honestly, I would expect you to put the hands on that boy, and I'm gonna help you probably.
I probably have to do the time, man. Just take care of my family, man. I'm gonna do the time.
But Pat, let me ask you this though, man. Let's get another perspective.
Talk about it.
What do you think? You know what I mean? Christianity, as far as like a religious aspect, the church-wise, right? You know. Do you think people still put the form of Christianity on them as far as living like Christians in today's society? Or do you think it's wrong that people say it's like, hey, I don't have no title, I just believe in God at the end of the day? The only reason why I asked, because, I had this discussion with C-Rob. I've been going to the same black church, guy, since I moved to Houston. You know what I mean? Black preacher, black church, everything, right? I ain't going to call my church out because I don't go there no more. But, spiritually, you know, when I've been really learning, meditating, studying, I realized that the church wasn't the best church for me anymore, and I stopped putting a title on myself as far as being Baptist, Christian, and all that. Because at the end of the day, I always feel like I don't want to lie to myself. I'm not a Christian. I believe in God, guys. Don't get me twisted. I believe in God, but I don't live a Christian lifestyle. I sin every day. I do stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want to put these titles on me because that's what the Bible says I should do or what I was taught. But if you ask me, am I a man of God? Do I believe in God? Do I believe in Jesus Christ? Yes. I just don't put no titles on me. What do you think about that nowadays when a lot of people are starting to feel like that?
Truthfully, I believe the titles need to go.
Okay.
That's real.
Like real raps.
Okay.
The titles, it needs to cease to exist.
Okay.
Real raps. From a spiritual standpoint, this is something that Christ said in the scripts. He said, you will know them by their fruit. You will know people by the way they live their life. You can't put a title on that. It's like my man Charlemagne the God say, either it's righteous or it's ratchet. That's what the man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's the reality of it. You righteous living or ratchet living.
Yeah.
And people can recognize that.
Yeah.
And so I believe what happens a lot of times is when people like the idea of righteousness seems unattainable in a sense. Because of the everyday shortcomings and the failures that we have.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying?
Course.
So when you're thinking about that, it's almost like a situation where it's like, okay, my aim is to be righteous. My aim is to follow Christ.
Yeah.
My aim is
Of
to
course.
do what's written in this book.
Of course.
But then when I look at myself, I see that I'm falling so short of it. So am I really righteous? Because it seems like I'm dealing with a lot of righteousness.
Yeah.
And so Romans 7 talks about this. Paul is like, he say that like when I desire to do right, wrong is always there. You see what I'm saying? Wrong is always there. And he say when wrong, like I want to do right, but wrong is right there for me to always do. And he say when I do what's wrong, he say it's the sin in me. You know what I'm saying? It's the sin in my nature that causes me to look at shorty when she passed. My sinful, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Which is your lower self.
Yeah.
The wretchedness, that's your lower self.
Yeah.
But then you have a righteousness, which is your higher self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That the balance of saying, okay, am I righteous or am I ratchet?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like the old saying they say, there's two wolves living on the inside of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they say, you know, there's a good one and there's a bad one. Well, let me rephrase it. Not two wolves. There are two beasts living on the inside.
Yeah.
All right? Let's say you have a wolf and let's say you have a sheep.
Yeah.
And so they say, well, you know, which one is succeeds or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, the one you feed the most.
Yeah.
The one you feed the most is the one you always going to be accountable to.
That's true.
So if you feeding that wolf on the inside of you, that wolf always going to come out. But if you feeding that sheep on the inside of you, then when somebody smack you, you're going to be you're gonna be humble like a sheep. But that wolf is always ready to let's go with it. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's rock.
Do you think that the reason why people do that is because the way we was raised?
Oh yeah.
Or more by our parents, or the more what we was raised growing up in church, and everything in church that the pastor teaches is so-called right. Like, which one do you think is more of that that people get so serious about religion and put these titles on them? Because my honest opinions is this: I think religion separates the world, and it's the reason for war, and it's the reason for a lot of hatred in the world. I believe religion is the #1 thing for hatred and war in the world. You know, when you look at stuff like you know, terrorist attacks, you know what I mean? You know, even you go back to the date, you know what I mean, with Hitler and all that. You know, it's all religion. It's always been from that, and that's where for me I have a hard time you know, having the concept and form, like why say your religion or you have a religion when religion is the same thing that if I see an Arab, You know, and I don't feel like this, but when most people see Arab and have a mask on their face, they be like, "Yo, move. That's something's about to happen."
Suicide bomber.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's not cool sometimes. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Woo, man. We're gonna open the book.
Yeah. So basically, that do you think religion is one of the main reasons why there's so much hate crime in the world?
Oh yeah. Especially, and I hate to say it, especially in the black church.
Nah, that's real. Wait, hold on. The black church?
The black church.
Talk to me.
Man, the black church is so... it's like it's unrighteously religious. You
How?
see what I'm saying?
Tell us, Pat, how?
Okay, here we go. So, in the book of James, it talks about having a pure religion. Okay, a pure religion. A pure religion is something that is obtainable. But then there's an unpure religion. An unpure religion of, once again, let's just start with just the black church in general.
Yeah, because that's our culture. That's what we relate to.
That's our culture.
Yeah.
And so, when you look at the black church dynamic, you have some people that, if there's not a black pastor and the congregation isn't black, they feel like they can't be there.
Yeah, that's me.
They just, you know what I mean? We gonna